Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches. So, got a question somebody asked yesterday. So last night I posted a video about a studio apartment down in Centro that was going for 3,400 pesos, which is 170 US dollars. And in that video, I talked about the quality of life that one could have. What could the quality of life be if your rent was 300? If your rent was $170? For many folks, that would change their life. Particularly for those of you that might be living on a $1,500 a month pension. There's a guy that I met named Ned who lived in Colombia. His retirement pension was $1,300 a month. When your rent is essentially almost 10% of what you earn per month, oh my God, that frees up monies to do whatever you want. Now, could you get a bigger place? Absolutely. A bigger place tend to cost you more money. Although, if you're strategic, your place, you can get a 3-bedroom for $300, 300 US dollars a month, 6,000 pesos a month. So, anyhow, the question that was asked about that video, because I talked about the quality of life that one could have. So someone asked, well, I love that house. I love what you did. I love the analogy. But here's my question. Can one really have a quality of life without a car? Particularly in Merida. So I thought that was a good question. And I talked about this before, but it was from the perspective of, do I need a car? Now it's, will not having a car really affect the quality of your life? Is your quality of life drastically improved with a car or without, or does it matter? So I'm going to attempt to answer that by using some real life examples and using my life. So it's 4 of us here that live in this house that rely on Uber transportation, ride sharing apps, Uber, InDriver, Lyft. So I haven't used the bus but the bus is significantly cheaper than the Uber rides. But I haven't been using the buses or anything like that. But here's the deal. We've been here 14 months now, and we have been without a car. Now, I've rented a car for about 3.5 months at one point, but that was only primarily to explore the city more, particularly because of the work that I do. I make videos of the area. I show you the area. I show you different neighborhoods, show you things to do, where to go, how to find a place. So for this particular line of work, in that time, I needed a car. If it was not for this type of work, I wouldn't have even bothered renting a car. Now, prior to renting that car, I believe we were here for about 6 months, 4 or 5 months before we rented the car. It got along just fine. Turning the car back in, I got spoiled and was like, well, damn, kind of missed that car. But that was almost 5-6 months ago. I haven't been in the rental, haven't used the rental car like that. Haven't rented a car long term like that, don't need it. The key to making sure your quality of life is not affected without a car, it goes back to the very basics, picking the right area to live in. As I mentioned before, for us, I was very strategic and very specific about what I wanted, where I needed to be. I wanted to be very close to the grocery store, where I can walk to the grocery store, or I can hop in the Uber and I can be at the grocery store for, say, 30 pesos, which is $1.50. So there's 2 major grocery stores. Both I can walk to. One I can walk to in less than 5 minutes. The other one, it'll take me about 12 minutes. I gotta cross the street. Generally, when I want to go to the other one that's further, I will walk there, buy my stuff, and hop a Uber back because I might have a bunch of bags. But the one that's 5 minutes around the corner, I will walk there, bring my little shopping bags, get my stuff, and come back. Plus, there's a market right up the street. I can ride my bicycle and be at that market in about 6 minutes on my bike. And I can buy all my fresh meats and vegetables from the market for significantly cheaper than I can get from the grocery store. And I can ride my bike back. I don't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff at one time. On occasion, if I do walk to the market, I will buy a bunch of meats at one time just to get all my meats, all the heavy stuff, get all my meats, and then I might hop an Uber back. But because I'm so close, that Uber ride might be 25 pesos, which is like $1.25 for me to get back home. So again, it goes back to being very strategic, because not only that, there's a lot of restaurants around here in this area that we can walk to, a lot of foodies on side of the streets, mom and pop shops that make everything. The pastry shop, a lady make fresh cakes and pastries and cupcakes and all of that stuff. Fresh ice cream, fresh juices, fresh tacos, fresh everything within walking distance. I can walk up the road to the man. I can pick my fish out of his refrigerator that he gets delivered every morning. Pick my fish. He will scale it right there in front of me, cut it open, clean it up, and then fry it right there on the spot. I can walk to that. I don't need a car. Not having a car has not kept us from doing anything whatsoever. My Uber bill on average runs about $250 a month. And that's with all four of us. It's four of us now, going wherever we want to go, anytime. Nobody waiting on anybody. The two girls might get up and say, hey, we want to go downtown Central, get our nails done, or looking for some shirts or dresses, and they'll hop an Uber together. That same day, I might hop an Uber and I might go on the other side of town to make some videos. Kim might decide, hey, I'm gonna go get a massage, and she might go somewhere else. So that's all of us going wherever we want without anybody ever looking at how many trips they made, how much the bill is, or et cetera, et cetera. $250 a month is the max on average is what we spend. Rarely does it, has never gone over $250. It's always under $250. So that's my point. Now, some might say, well, that's about $3,000 a year you can buy a car. Well, yeah, I get that, but also I like the convenience of being driven around. I don't have to think about where I'm going. I can work while I'm in the car. I can do the thing that I want. If I return phone calls, return emails while I'm in the car. So for me, it's a convenience thing. If I did get a car, I would spend probably the same $250 on gasoline. Let's say it's about $60 a week to keep gas in the car to ride around. That's about $250. Now, other thing, a lot of folks, when they hear, because they're saving a lot of money, they tend to go out more often. They tend to go out to dinner. They tend to go out to bars. They tend to drink more. So one of the things that I enjoy the fact is that I can ride Uber. I can go out and really have a good time. I like the margaritas. Y'all know I like the margaritas, and I like the micheladas. I drink a lot of those, and I don't have to worry about driving home. They got checkpoints all over the place. Jokers get arrested and go to jail because they've been drinking too much. I was with a buddy the other day. They were like, dude, I'm taking Uber downtown, tired of riding down there, and I can't drink the way I want to drink. And it's not that they're alcoholics. It's like, I really want to have a good time with everybody else. So it's convenient. Now, is it convenient having a car? Absolutely. I'm not going to downplay that, because when I had the car, it was very convenient when I had that rental car. I was able to go places. You know, when you're in an Uber, you drive by something and then you pass it and you can't stop and go back and look at it because you're in an Uber. The Uber taking you somewhere. But if you're in a car, you can stop, turn around, go back, check that thing out, and then get back on your way. So there are some conveniences. But does it affect the quality of your life? Absolutely not. Now, here's the deal. You got to be very strategic and specific on what you want and what your needs are. With the amount of money that now, if you're living way out in the main rural areas, outside the center of the city, outside the peripheral, the loop, or the perimeter of the city, a car is going to be necessary. So, well, let me take that back. It's not going to be necessary, but you can really experience the, what's the word? You'll start to see it's not so convenient living outside the perimeter without a car. Can it be done? Yes, but it will be a lot more inconvenient. Me personally, if I don't have a car, I'm not trying to live outside the perimeter. Now, some areas you can live outside the perimeter and be fine if you don't mind driving further back into the city, which could be costly. There was a young lady that lived out in Uman, which is about a 35-minute drive from here, and she had challenges catching Ubers back late at night and waited an extremely long period of time for Ubers to come get her from there to bring her in within the perimeter of the city. So again, it depends on what you're doing. If you have children and you're trying to keep them busy with activities, living outside the perimeter without a car, probably not going to be so convenient. Now, on the other hand, they come back to knowing what you really want, knowing what you really need, and knowing what your wants are. The other day, I was down in Progresso and come across this rental house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2 blocks, literally 2 blocks away from the beach. Now, that was 9,000 pesos, which comes out to $450 per month. Again, what is the quality of life like for someone who loves living on the beach or being that beach life person or that beach bum? That your quality of life improves because you can walk to the beach. You can literally see the sign that says Progresso or down the Malecon from the 3-bedroom house. $450 a month. Now, that town is self-contained. It's a small, quaint beach town, Progresso. They have a supermarket there. They have a bodega there, which is the big supermarket. They have lots of fresh markets there where you go get your fresh meats, your chickens, your beef, your pork, fish, even fresher there because it's right on the water. You can go down to the market and get all of that fresh flowers. You can get fresh seasonings for super, super affordable. Everything you need is contained right there. Now, there's no malls over there, which may not be an issue for you. Movie theaters, I don't think they got a movie theater there. So you might have to ride out. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But that's fine. But again, if you only go into the movies once or twice a month, it don't matter how far away it is. Hop a Uber, go on out there, get what you need and get done. If you want to go to the mall, hop a Uber, come back and get to the main city. If you need to go to the Central and hang out, hop an Uber, go into the city, etc., etc. But not having a car had not affected the quality of life that we have. It has not stopped us from doing the things we want. Now, on occasion, if I need to rent, if I want to go to a cenotes for a day or two, then I'll rent a car. When you only rent them for a couple of days, it ain't gonna set you back a whole lot of money. Another option is I got wonderful drivers in my pocket that I met, and I will use them on occasion for those type of trips. If I go to a cenote, I would say, hey, I got my driver, I call up, find out what they're charging, take me out there for a day rate, hang out, and do. And generally when I use my driver, I also time it with other stuff that I need, because with my same driver, I can use them to translate for me as necessary. So again, if I need it, then I do it. Now I do plan to buy a car probably in the next 3 months, just because of the type of work I do, picking folks up from the airport, showing family and friends around town. Sometimes the car could be convenient. If it wasn't for that, I won't even consider getting a car. So just the other day, the kids, every now and again, a customer will rent a car and ask me to drive it for them. And they're like, well, I'm not driving a car, so when you drop me off at my house, you just take the car back home and go do what you need, and I'll see you tomorrow. So oftentimes I come home and one of the kids say, hey, can we go to the store? And we'll walk out to the parking lot, get ready to get in the car, and then we'll be like, we just walk. It's quicker if we just walk. because there's a lot of one-way roads here. So we gotta drive all the way up the one-way road, then come back around, and come back down, and then go park in the garage or find a parking spot. And it's quicker just to walk. It doesn't even make sense to even get in the car. They want to go get a soda. Hey, y'all want to ride you up the street? Nah, we'll just walk up there or we'll ride our bike. Because it's close. It's convenient. Take more effort getting in the car. And that's what I mean by being strategic and picking the areas where you want to live. If you want to live in a rural area, there are rural areas where it is also self-contained and have everything that you need, as long as you're not looking for the big box stores to get by to go get your stuff, which I advise you to stay out of the big box stores. Now, a year later, it's easy for me to say that. I try and stay out of them stores as much as I can. In the beginning, I kind of leaned on them because these are things that were familiar. Now I try and shop local. I try to go to the market to get everything. Each week when I do buy something from the grocery store, I look at it and I ask myself, can I get this in the market? So that next time I go to the market, I'm asking, do they have that stuff there in the market? Where, again, the price is significantly less. And I'm supporting the local farmers, I'm supporting the local businessman or businesswoman, and everybody's winning. So that's my short answer. So again, this house on the beach, 2 blocks away from the water. You could practically see the water from your house. Well, you gotta walk 10 feet over, then look down the street, then you see the water, and then 2 blocks away. So that's my short answer. Everything you can do without. Now, picking the right house, saving good money, the monies that you're saving from being able to find a place that's super affordable for you and drastically cut your expenses by moving to a place like, say, Colombia or Mexico. Those savings, you can say, hey, I'm gonna put $300 a month aside for the next 12 months. We're gonna get by on foot for 1 year, and then we're gonna use that money in 12 months. We're gonna buy a car, $3,600. Go buy you a used car, and you're straight. So you're using those savings to buy a car. You're not coming out of pocket up front buying a car, but you're saving the money that you're saving that you would have been spending if you were in the States. Now you're saving it out over a year. I promise you don't need a car. Now, is it convenient? Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that, but we are fine. There's 4 of us. On occasion, some Uber drivers are like, no, we can't take all 4 of y'all because I don't allow anybody to sit in the front of the car. But when the 4 of us need to go somewhere, I'll generally use InDriver, because when I put in my number that I want to pay them for the drive, so that might be, if I'm going downtown, it might be, I don't know, 70 pesos, which is $3.50. I'll ask, hey, it's 4 of us, we're a family of 4, could one of us sit in the front of your car? They might reply back 70. I normally don't do it, but you sit 90 pesos, 20 extra pesos, you can sit in the front. So I'll pay the extra 20 pesos, which is $1, and all 4 of us can get in the thing. Oftentimes, if we get down there and get 4 of us can't all hop back in the same car, that's fine too, because most of the time I'll generally hang behind. I'll walk the area, me or one of the kids that stay behind, I'll walk the area, make some videos, and then we'll hop an Uber on home from there. So again, it has not affected the quality of life that we have. Stop looking for reasons or excuses. I'm just saying this in general. Don't look for reasons to not come. The car has not held us back in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I've lost a lot of weight because we've been doing a lot of walking. I lost a lot of weight by not having a car. Blood sugar's normal, health benefits from it, perfect. I don't need a car. Now again, I do plan to get one, and honestly, we probably won't ride it as much. Our secret weapon are these bicycles that we got in the house. We got a few bikes. It makes it even more convenient to ride up the street to go grab some juice or go to the market. It makes it a lot more easier and convenient, cheaper than a car. So again, again, it goes back to what do you want. So I hope this answered some of your questions. If you have some questions, post them in the comments below. And also make sure you do this, because Facebook, I got banned off of that nonsense. They shut my account down. So what I'm trying to do is push people to my website. I'm gonna start putting exclusive content there. So go to the website, moveabroadandthrive.com, subscribe. You'll see a little form or a box somewhere on the website asking you to join our mailing list. Get on the email list so that you can be notified of new videos. I don't want to find myself in a situation with YouTube if they decide to shut my account down. I need to get people off of this platform, come to the site, and then get notifications of new content. I'm going to be posting exclusive content there, so make sure you do that. Share this video. Share it to your Facebook as well. Get the word out. Let folks know that there are options and opportunities in other places across the world to reset, start over, find breathing room, get space to kind of live a quality life without the struggle. You'll be blown away at the number of folks that's coming down here finding relief, and the lifestyle, quality of life is changing for many folks. And this could be you. This is not a pipe dream that I'm selling you. This is the real deal. People are coming down here and other places like Colombia, and they're finding peace of mind. They're finding that they can actually have a life without the hustle and bustle. I got a mini course on how to find remote work. Quite a few people have already signed up for that, and within 3 days they're finding remote jobs. A young lady reached out to me. It's like, hey, I just got hired on. They're paying me $15.50 an hour. Don't sound like a lot, but it goes a long way in places like Colombia, a long way in places like Mexico. It goes a long way. I mean, $15 an hour, I mean, we're looking at $600 a week, which is $2,400 US a month. If your rent is $500 US a month out of $2,400, I mean, come on. We're talking about what, 20% of your income going towards your rent, but you can do better than that. Is that right? 2,600? Yeah, almost 570. You can do better than that, because you can find some very nice, comfortable places for $400 a month, $300 a month. You don't need a ton of money to get by. You know what I mean? Quality of life can be had on very little income, because your US dollar goes a lot farther depending on where you live. Places like Vietnam, you get even more. Places like Thailand, even more. You know what I mean? Colombia, you get a lot more. Mexico, you get a lot more. Even Canada. Canada's very expensive. However, Montreal, the Quebec province is, I think it's a cheaper province of them all, of the provinces in Canada. And even Montreal is quite affordable. We went there. I was going to stay there for a while. We're looking at some opportunity. If Montreal had worked out for us, we were going to stay there. We ended up finding a place there, I think it was like $500 a month. Beautiful home, a beautiful apartment, a condo, beautiful, laid out, completely furnished, included all the utilities and everything. We kind of wanted to go there and get our feet wet some years ago, but ended up leaving. So again, choose wisely and be strategic in what you like, what you're looking for, what the family makeup is like, because again, you want to accommodate everybody, make sure everybody's needs are met. Each family has its own unique personality, and I promise you there's a country out there for you that will match and suit your needs, and so you can accomplish the goals that you have for you, your household, and your family. So as always, if you find this content helpful, consider making a donation. If you're using this content to plan your escape and it's helping you, consider a donation. CashApps, $CartessRoss, Zelle, my email address, cartess@cartessross.com. If you'd like to make a donation, visit the website, moveabroadandthrive.com. You'll see a donate link at the top. and book a consultation. Visit the website moveabroadandthrive.com as well. We're looking for sponsors for our content. If you'd like to sponsor any of our videos, new videos that they come out, reach out to me, Cartess at CartessRoss.com. Thank you for watching. I hope it answered your question. And if you have more, make sure you leave your questions in the comments, and go to the website, get on my email list, and subscribe today. And how to find remote work, go to the website. You'll see a link to that on the front page as well.